Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gaming Gryphon. I safely made it back to my lair after our little caving and cocoa beans and temple expedition. I did fairly well out of it. I mean, this isn't amazingly impressive. I brought some coal, but I got a lot of coal. I got pretty much a stack of moss stone. Some odds and ends in terms of sandstone, a lava bucket, a little bit of gold. I got a very nice chunk of iron. I went ahead and smelted that up. And I got some mushrooms. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and take these out, because today's activity is going to be building a mushroom area. And in terms of the cocoa beans, ta-da! They have officially been added to the crops. They grow just fine. I actually harvested and replanted. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a second tree of it or not. I'm not sure I actually need it. Because, I mean, most of what I'd be using cocoa beans for is dye. And one tree's worth is probably enough for that. I'll decide on that later. Oh, the sun's going down. But for now, I decided, you know what? Instead of pumpkins, I went ahead and bothered to catch some catch. They ran away from me to gather some mushrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and put together my mushroom area because mushrooms take for frickin' ever to spawn. First off, and I decided to actually go and look for a decent farming tutorial for mushrooms, and I went and found, he goes by the name of Kabu PC. I will try to remember to link him in the description. He had a very, very thorough study of mushroom behavior and farming techniques for 1.3. So I will really try to remember because he did an excellent job, and I'm going to go ahead and follow his general idea of how to do mushrooms, because he has a pretty solid one. 19. I'll go ahead and actually, gonna need a little bit of dirt. The general theory, he has kind of like a tiered pyramid, I want to call it. Oh, screw you. Fracking creeper. Alright. Are we clear otherwise? Yeah, we look pretty good. Okay. So, the question is, I mean, one of these days I'm probably going to do a little bit of aquascaping. I like having this little lake, and I usually try to leave the landscape a little bit natural, but, like, this is really annoying right here. But I wouldn't mind, like, a deeper, better lake with, like, sand all around it over here. But that's another day. But for now, since this is part of the farm, we're going to keep it as part of the little industrial complex. And apparently, like, for this guy over here, you see how he doesn't despawn in general sunlight? Apparently, it doesn't matter if it's out and about. They can still grow. So I'm going to try putting the little mini pyramids out in daylight and see if it spreads. If it doesn't, I will reevaluate my options. Worst case, I might close it into a little shack, you know, kind of like how I have a chicken coop. So I want to leave myself some space. Bug off. Oops. Oh yeah, one of the other things I did when I got back was I went and ground up some gravel into flint so that I actually had some arrows, because I was starting to run low. So now I have enough to keep me out of trouble for a little while. I'm actually thinking my little shroom farms might go back here. That should work. That should actually work pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and mow the lawn here. And I'm probably going to have to even out the lawn with some of that dirt, which is why I brought it. Okay, so yeah, that was just being anal. Alright, I guess I'll go... I mean, I'm not gonna center, I'm probably gonna... Actually, you know what? What I'm gonna go is grab some of that smooth stone. No, I'm not. I'm actually not going to be an idiot this time. Imagine that. What I'm going to do is lay out everything and then replace it with smooth stone. But I think I need a little bit of more territory to work with. Let's even things out and just give myself some space. Oops. No, you. Alright. Okay. Okay, that'll at least give me a start. So, let's knock this one out. Alright, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that should do it. Okay. Oop. Did I seriously? Wow. Okay, these are gonna take some more dirt than or some more stone than I thought. I'm probably gonna grab it out and set some more to cooking, because this is gonna take a decent chunk of material to do. Let's just grab out 2 full stacks and set them to cooking. And it doesn't have to be smooth stone, that's just what I happen to be going with. Let's grab these. And the problem is they're gonna have to be, you know, solid structures, otherwise mushrooms might actually grow inside them, which is not what I want to happen. So, let's get it, did it, and did it. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw this. Okay. But this will at least give me... Let me make sure I'm actually doing it. Oh, son of a... If I outline it, I can check and make sure my sizes are correct, my general theory is correct. Which I actually think... Well, maybe. No it's not. It needs to be... It needs to be 1 larger, because you need a single block on the top to put the seed mushroom on. So, glad I checked that. Wow, these take some material to put together. I kind of figured these would be cheap and easy, but no. Alright. You know, one thing I probably can do, though, is leave dirt under it and just put the stone on for aesthetics. So actually, this is probably a very worthwhile. If I do it smart and fill it in, I can just, oops. I can just put stone over top of. Alright. Yeah, da, 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 da. But this will let me check. I'll have to remove this 1 layer of dirt, but it'll at least let me check my sizes. Oh, are you serious? Go away. What am I doing wrong? Huh. Wow. These are really big. Although, I mean, do I really want them that large? Mushrooms are a pain. Giving them the most area to spread probably isn't a bad idea. If I did 1 more, take this. Oh. You know, if I weren't being just such a tool, I could anticipate what it was do, but I'm just, my brain is a little fried, so I'm not picturing it the way I usually am able to. So we'll just do the experiment. Jiminy Christmas on a cracker. Alright. Well, let's go grab... I can't imagine this, but I might actually just run out of dirt. Actually, I did run out of dirt. We'll go cobble. It's a bit more of a pain to clean up, but... At this point, I'm thinking I'm leaving the understructure and just covering it in smooth stone. So we'll go with that. Actually, we're gonna switch over to the cobble because I'm probably gonna need some dirt to patch in with the landscaping. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Now, one of the theories is, I think there's a limit of if there's 5 mushrooms within a certain distance of the seed, of the mushroom that wants to spread, which is a rare chance to begin with, then it won't. So this kind of gives it lots of space and lots of options in terms of where to go. These are a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. Hopefully I left enough space. I mean... Yeah, this is not what I was really anticipating. Oi, and they take a lot... Son of a... They take a lot more materials than I thought they would. And this is just for mushrooms. Man, my little industrial complex is turning into a real pain in the ass. I miscounted. And it's only ever... Yeah, it's only ever going to have 2. Sunny beaches. Am I okay with that? No, that's really not the theory that I'm going for. Okay. Okay. Let's just clean it up. Really? That's how this is gonna go, huh? Oi to the vey. Okay. Actually, folks, you know what? I will be right back with you after I clean this mess up. And we're back. I figured out what I was doing wrong, and I'm sure there were some people screaming at the screen. I was just making it too big, honestly, so I trimmed it up. This looks a lot more reasonable. It shouldn't... In terms of position, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and replace the outermost layer. Yeah, we're gonna replace that with smooth stone. That just makes it look a little bit more deliberate. So we just scamper around the outermost layer. And there's going to be 2 of these. I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to watch me build the second one or not, but I figured I'd at least show you one of them getting completed, and I'll decide from there, honestly. Okay, so that... And I have... Son of a... I have no idea exactly how well these are going to work. They're kind of an experiment. If they don't work well, I'll look for some other techniques. Don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, and then just the one last layer. And I need 2 of these because each one is going to be a different color. So I do have to build another one here. I can't just use the same one for both mushrooms. That actually has a couple of technical reasons. It can work. It won't work well. It's not what this design is made to accommodate, if that makes any sort of sense. And there we go. Okay, that's one of our shroom pyramids. We'll make it the red one. Let's go see if this actually works. Hup. Oh dear. Well, isn't this kind of a kick in the pants? Okay, hang on. Let's see. Oh my. Okay. So the light thing, not the way I was expecting it. You can't just plant them in broad daylight, despite that one still being there, which is kind of why I was willing to accept, you know. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Okay. So now we're into How do I make this work territory? Oh. I actually have a fairly interesting idea. I don't know if it actually will work, but it's an interesting idea that I should check before actually, committing to. If they just need a little bit of shade, that can easily be accommodated by essentially just a little canopy. Okay. Huh. Still can't. Okay. Let's take another. Is it the material? Okay, let's try something else. I need to check something. Is it just there's something wrong with mushrooms, period? No. Okay, these can be planted. So something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. I wonder if it's just the light level thing. In which case, if that's the problem, I can still make that work. Simply by including a nice little canopy over my pyramids. Which actually could look pretty cool. Alright, that should hopefully lower the light level. Okay, so it was just a light level thing. I can make that work. I can make that work pretty well, actually. Now, the real question is, how do I want to make this work? And actually, you know what? I know it sounds stupid, but I'm actually almost kind of happy. Because that gives me something to put as, in terms of an interesting aesthetic. So, I actually need a minute. Because I have an idea. And it's going to stick to the canopy theory. But well, I don't know. Do I just want to have like a canopy, or do I want to try and grow like a giant mushroom and have it be the canopy? You know what? I think I want to do like an actual canopy. So, the question is, do I have what I would need? I probably don't have enough wool because I haven't really started up the wool farm yet. I would almost guarantee I don't. I have a decent selection of brown. I don't think I have enough brown. But I don't think I have just enough straight. And I haven't been... Oh, crap. Oh, no, just 2. I think I need to go wool farming. I will be right back after I go torment some sheep. Well, I'm back. But yeah, this right over here is my pasture. Like where I keep my free-range animals. So right over there is where the house is. And this... Why, this would be the pumpkin that I'd been searching for. It's turning into a fairly productive episode. So I just wanted to share that I actually got a pumpkin. We'll deal with that when I get back, but now I'm gonna go torment sheep because I haven't gotten anywhere near the wool I need. And I'm back. I actually, believe it or not, I found yet another pumpkin. So, couldn't find them to save my life, but when I'm not looking for them, no problem. Isn't that usually how it goes? So, actually, I also grabbed a couple other things I didn't mean to. I went wandering around for a little while, not too terribly long, but it was enough, and actually I'm glad I have a lot of brown sheep running around. That's actually handy. I won't have to dye these. I grabbed 51 just plain white wool, and I also grabbed a few roses. The general theory being that. I don't think that's going to be enough of the red wool. But we'll see. It'll at least... the roses are easier to get than the wool at the moment. But, oh, well, actually... might as well. Because I'm almost sure I'm going to need more. But we'll see how it goes. That's a decent starting. What I also need are fence posts. And I'm pretty sure my idea is going to be pretty obvious to folks in just a second here. And if I were doing it again, I'd probably put it 1 or 2 further away from the tree. But you know what? Honestly, this tree is easier to move than this is at this point, especially with the smooth stone. So I probably don't even have enough fence posts, let's be honest. But we'll work on that in a second here. 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5. And if oh, how do I want to do this? Let's start with red and go from there. And I think this is tall enough. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more red wool. I might just need more wool, period, but I can at least show you folks what I want to do. And essentially this is just going to be a little canopy. To give the mushrooms the shade that they need. And I'm kind of doing it in the style of each mushroom. Like, this is going to be the red mushroom, and over there will be the brown mushroom, and it'll probably just be straight brown wool. So that's the theory behind it. And I'm having this feeling... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to save myself some heartache. Let's... Yeah, because I think I'm 1 off, but... Oops, come on. Oh, fine. Be that way. Whatever. I think... Oh, there we go. Okay. So, that's the general theory of construction, and I don't have anywhere near enough wool, do I? Son of a bitch. I really... And you know, this just emphasizes I need to actually set up my... I need to go back to work. I've got the chickens pretty well set. I need to get the cows, the pigs, and then I need to figure out what kind of monstrosity I'm going to put together for all the sheep I'm going to need, and that's going to be... It's going to be an interesting one, I'll be honest. I think I need 1 more here. Let's drop down. Actually, can I just... There we go. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm solid here. And there we go. Of course I'm out of wood. Now the real question is, did I do this at the right height? I probably should have checked this before. I'm pretty sure. Man, I hope I'm sure. You know what? Let's make sure I'm sure, shall we? Yeah, okay, I'm in good shape. A mushroom will plant there, and I should be good to go. Okay. Actually, I can just keep... That was an unintentionally smart idea. I can just keep constructing it over here. And I don't think I have enough wool, period, let alone enough red wool. You know, I do this to myself. I make it unnecessarily complicated. But you guys get the idea. I will be right back when I have this canopy all done. And we are finally back. You do not want to know what I had to go through to go find all of this wool. You just don't. I can tell you for a fact, figuring out and putting together my sheep pens just moved way higher up on my priority list. I may even decide to do the sheep before I do this second mushroom farm, because I don't want to have to go chasing around and doing all of that digging for brown wool. So yeah, next episode may very well be the sheep farm, but I thought you folks might want to be here for the crowning achievement. That's right. We officially add red mushrooms to our little farming industrial complex here. So that puts us up to wheat, Very nice. I mean, it's not an auto farm of wheat, but it's enough to keep me out of trouble. Lots and lots of reed. Probably more than I need, but once I have my library put together, maybe I'll cut down on this. More than enough cactus, honestly. And cocoa beans, although I might move this tree. I'll be honest. What's irritating is it's like 1 or 2 to the right is all I'm going to move it, but I may move this tree. And then we just added mushroom. Well, mushroom number 1. I still have to do the little brown mushroom, and it'll probably just be right beside red mushroom. But that's it. We officially have, and we'll see how it does, but we'll see how our little mushroom pyramid with canopy system works. Hopefully pretty well. If it doesn't, I'll reevaluate and figure it out from there. But for now, that's pretty good. We are gonna call it here. This is the Gaming Gryphon, signing off.